We're here today as part of a Gulf Coast environmental justice tour, taking a look at some of the communities here in Gulf Coast that have been affected by extreme energy.
We started in Biloxi, Mississippi. We spoke with Vietnamese American communities there that are affected by the BP spill, fisher folk.
Là pho ghe cũng như là nhà nước cho đi giám sát là đi gom sọ.
She said that as a result of the whole BP disaster, one of the immediate aftermath was the closed fisheries. The fishing season was not the same anymore. His hands, his skin, he developed a skin condition. So for the past going almost 5 years, his hands remained like this.
We're here as representatives from environmental justice organizations, as climate justice activists, to really show our support to the community.
We're really learning from each other and learning what works and what doesn't.
One of the biggest refineries in the U.S. is in Mississippi, just ahead of us here. This refinery has recently been connected to the harbor in Mobile by a crude oil pipeline through the watershed of our drinking reservoir.
95% of this facility was underwater during Hurricane Katrina.
Oh my goodness.
And there was a spike in cancer-related deaths. I believe it was over 600 cancer cases within the next year after that, and 245 cancer-related deaths just in the year after Katrina.
For me, one of the most impactful things of the tour today was our visit to the community of Africa Town.
The place you are now, Africa Town, is on the National Historical Register. Okay, this is the last place the shipment of slaves landed in this country in 1860. And this school that you're at, Mobile County Training School, was the first school for blacks in the state of Alabama. Started in 1880. In 1945, industry began moving into this area. International Paper Company and Scott, but they polluted everything. In the summertime, ash would fall out of the sky like snow. Tar sands want to move into the area and put big storage tanks right out there, pretty much across the street from the school, across the street from the community, and across the street from people. And we're fighting against that. And so that's our struggle right now with pollution in the area and trying to keep industry out of the area. We've seen enough, and we don't want any more for the people in this community.
We're on our way after this. We're headed to Pensacola, Florida for a community that's surrounded by landfills.
Waste from the BP Deepwater Horizon disaster ended up in some of these pits. These pits are poisoning people that have lived here for generations.
My children have suffered numerous health issues, and you know how you just live and you never realize that your environment is what's killing you. My oldest child has had 3 brain tumors. They grow back every 8 years. We're convinced that it's our environment. We've been poisoned. My house is backs up right next to the clay pit. The monetary compensation that they're trying to give us to kind of hush us up is not really worth it. We want the pits closed. We told them over and over, we want it closed down.
Very often, it feels like you're standing by yourself when you're fighting this, but the truth of the matter is this is happening all over the world. By bringing our voices together, we're finding power within each other and raising those voices for hopefully a better tomorrow.
It's environmental justice solidarity tours like this that draw the connections between communities in resistance, in resiliency, in struggle, and inevitably in victory.